everyone, Georgia Ramblin' Man here. Hope everybody's doing well. It's the middle of August here in Georgia and it is hot. It has been so hot lately that my riding has been minimal. I've been pretty busy at work. Summer's always a busy time for us in our business, and working a lot of hours, and the hot weather combined just have led to me not being able to get out as much as I would like. And I don't think I've done a vlog in over a month. I've been out a couple times on my motorcycle, but just kind of throwing on the 3/4 helmet, or it's actually a half helmet that I have, and a t-shirt, and I'll take a little ride in the evening. But that's been about it. But it's very early on a Sunday morning now, and it's not too bad. It's still pretty humid out here, but at least the temperature's not too bad. So anyway, what's up with me? Like I say, I haven't done a vlog in about a month, and actually had a couple of subscribers drop me a little note and say, "Hey, Georgia Ramblin' Man, are you still around?" Yeah, I'm still here. But you know, getting out and doing any vlogs the last month or so has been kind of tough for me. Anyway, I decided to go out and take a little ride this morning. No special topics. I'll just kind of give you an update on what's been going on with me. Actually, I'm bachelor this week. My wife's up in New England helping her mom move into a new place. She's got lots of brothers and sisters in New England, but most of them are all working, and so my wife just decided to take a week and go up there and help her mom. Her mom's in her 80s and needed some help. So she is off to Boston this week. And this guy didn't take his turn, but at least he waved me on. And so, you know, one of my wife's hobbies I've talked to about in the past is gardening and landscaping. You know, I just kind of take it for granted what she does. She really helps our properties wherever we live just look beautiful. It looks like they came out of a gardening magazine. But now I know how hard she works, because she left me a set of instructions before she left on what to water and when and how to do it and do this and do that. And I thought, wow, this is a full-time job. But we've been in our house now for it'll be a year in September, and she has really done a great job. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna throw up a little video of her butterfly garden that she has planted in our backyard along our rear fence line. She selected a bunch of plants and flowers that specifically attract butterflies, and during the day it is a true butterfly garden. Wow, they just paved this road and it is smooth. Watch for loose gravel though. New paving job. My guess is there's some loose gravel around someplace. You know, it's something you always got to pay attention to when you're riding a motorcycle, especially if you're hitting the curves really hard out in the country. Is things like that. I looked at the vlogs this summer from some of the guys riding up in the, I guess they called it the Hootenanny or the West Virginia meetup. And I think a couple of them went down due to some gravel in the road. One of my friends that lives here in Georgia, Cranky Biker, he had a brand new BMW bike that he had some gravel in a curve, and Cranky Biker tends to ride pretty aggressively. He's a great rider, very skilled, but you know, if you're going really fast and leaned over in a curve and you run through some loose gravel, I don't care how good you are, chances are you're going to go down. And that's what happened to Paul. Kind of a nice morning out here. I like getting out early on Sunday mornings so the traffic is generally not too heavy, and this is actually pretty nice. One of the things that I've been doing this summer that's been kind of a little bit of a change for me, I'll just throw this out there. Went and saw my doctor at the end of June, and just give you some perspective here. I just turned 63 years old in July, so I'm no spring chicken anymore. I'm about 6 foot tall, and I've always been fairly, fairly good health, but, I went in to see my doctor, and he, I stepped on the scales, and when I just went through a sprinkler there, you see a lot of raindrops on my windshield and on my face shield here. But anyway, I stepped on the scales and I weighed 206 pounds, and I go, wow, that's the heaviest I've ever weighed. And if you don't pay attention to your health, and you travel a lot and you eat a lot in restaurants and you're not getting a lot of exercise, it's not hard to put on a few pounds. And I had done that, and like a lot of middle-aged and older guys, it was kind of starting to show around my midsection. So I said, I got to do something about this. I've never been a really diligent person about working out or dieting or anything. I eat pretty healthy. I do have a little aversion for fast food. So I was talking to my doctor about it, and he said, Doug, he said, you know what? He said, just pick out two things. One diet related and one exercise related that is achievable for you, and just do it. And he said, you'll see some results. And that's what I did. So diet-wise, here's what I decided to do. Like I said, I have a little bit of aversion to fast food. And when you travel a lot and you're running through airports, sometimes you can't avoid it. So I've made a conscious effort the past, really, I guess 6 weeks now, to avoid it. Now, I won't say I've 100% avoided it, but I've cut way down on it. And if you cut down on fast food, you're bound to cut down on your calories and fat and that kind of thing. So I've done that. And every morning I get up and I walk. And you might think, well, that's no big deal. But if you design a program, and I did a lot of research on the internet, and basically they said you got to do two things if you're going to use walking as any kind of a health benefit, and especially if you want to lose any weight. You have to walk at least 5 times a week, 30 minutes a day. So that's 150 minutes. That gives you a couple of days off, and at my age, a couple of days off is it's probably something I need. There's roundabouts here. You got to watch out for these people. So I got a little app on my phone that tracks my time and my pace. And you got to do it 30 minutes a day, and you got to do it 5 times a week minimum. And I'm doing that. I'm actually doing probably 6 times a week. But you also have to walk at a pace that's not just a leisurely stroll in the park. And the one article, uh-oh, look at here, Mr. Deer. Wow. Another thing to look out for on a motorcycle. But they said you got to walk at a pace that'll actually get you your heart beating a little bit and get you into a fat burning zone. So they suggested, they say it depends on your age and your conditioning, but they said if you stay within the range of 13 to, I think it is 20 minutes per mile, that's pretty good. So that's what I did, and it's working for me, and I feel better. I figure the health benefits have got to be better. And one of the things I want to do as I get older, and especially as I retire, is ride my motorcycle a lot more than I do now. I'm Probably going to buy me a new one. For any of you that might be interested in where I'm at today, I left my home in Cumming, Georgia, off of Route 20 and west of Cumming in the suburb of Cumming, actually called Ducktown. Anyway, I'm headed south on Hopewell Road. If any of you guys live in the area, you can look it out on the map. It goes from Cumming down to Alpharetta, and this is a really nice area. Very, very shady road. Usually not too much traffic. A little bit here in front of me now, but kind of goes through some nice residential areas, some horse farms, and I like riding this way. This is kind of my shortcut to work if the expressway is ever jammed up for some reason. Just enjoyable rides. That's about it for me, guys. I'm going to sign off here. I don't want this to ramble on. Like I said, not too many specific topics, but I wanted to let you know what's been going on with me. Hopefully, as the weather cools, I'll get more riding in. Stoney and I are going to try to get in another ride together sometime late this summer, early this fall. But for now, I'm just enjoying being back out on the bike. Enjoying being 8 pounds lighter than I was last time you saw me. And just loving life. So take care, everyone. Have a great week. This is George the Rambling Man. Everybody ride safe.